Release the Kraken!
Greetings, fellow game designers. Ron here with Lame Duck Studios, and here we are continuing on with our elf. So in this video, we're going to do the nose, and let's jump right in. So let's go to the front view. Once again, we're going to use a cylinder, and you might be like, well, why do we keep using cylinders? And the reason is it's just a convenient shape for making whatever it is that we're doing, because the eye is round, the front of the nose is round, and the lips are round, so it's just easier. Go ahead and grab that. Pull that up. Again, we're going to rotate it 90 degrees on the X. I'll move that down to about the tip of the nose. And this I don't need too many subdivisions. I'm going to go down to about 8. Start off small, kind of keep it simple. And then we don't need this half, so I'll go to the face mode, select that half, delete it, and then I'll go over to this side. Let's go to object mode. We'll move this to the front of the nose. We'll go to face mode, and I'll grab those, delete those off. So now I have just this little cap. Okay, so let's pull this into position. So this part of the nose, this bottom part, and this corner piece, we're going to put pretty much onto the face. So you know the nose connects underneath, right? So it connects under there. This one is going to connect way back here. This part is going to be under the nose, like so. This one is going to go up to the top corner. I'm going to move this one up as well. This one in the middle. Remember that when we're in the center, we don't want to move things off. Use the arrows. I'm going to just move that up to about here. And that's going to give me the rough shape of the nose here. Now it's very sharp, but we're going to make some changes to this. The first change we're going to make is right across here, because we have some triangles forming, and we don't want that. So I'm going to make a straight cut across. So multi-cut tool. I'm going to cut from here down to here. Okay. And that's going to give us this extra vertex, which we can use. And it also gives us an opportunity to cut these triangles out. So I'm going to hit Q, go into edge mode, get rid of this angle and that angle. Okay. This point here in the middle, I'm going to use that to shape up right around the edge of the nose. So this one's going to be pretty close to the front, like so. This one I'll pull back, and this one I'll pull back. And you can see how we're getting that nose shape. Now we do end up with a couple triangles here. It's okay. We're going to make some adjustments. Let's go into our front view, take a look. Let's make this and this quads. So the easiest way to do that is to add a point. So I'm going to go ahead and click right on the edge of the triangle, and then right click. I'll click here, right click. I can grab this point and move it. Move this one over, grab this one, kind of move it back. So now we have a pair of quads. Now, yeah, we could have just thrown in a plane and done this, but then you wouldn't have had the fun of modifying a cylinder. Okay. We're going to take this back to make the bridge of the nose. So I'm going to grab this edge here. I'm going to hit the extrude tool. And I'm going to pull that green arrow because that one's kind of convenient. Pull that one out. And I'm going to go up and hit W so I can get my regular transform. I'm going to move this up to about the connection point of the brow. You see that? Right about there. Okay, let's go to the front view, make sure that's lined up. See how it came off the edge there? I'm going to make sure this vertex is snapped, so I'm going to grab that vertex, hold down the X key, drag it to the middle. And then this one's fine, right about there. That's good. On these edges here, this one, this one, this one, like around the nose. I'm going to extrude. Let's pull off the blue arrow here. That's going to give us this section. And what we're doing is we're creating that spot kind of like behind the nose and underneath the nose. So I'm going to go to my front view, or sorry, my side view. And I'm going to straighten some of this out, so vertex mode. This one, let's pull back. Get these, let's move them into position. That one's going to go behind the nose. This one as well. That one. And just kind of watch as you're going that you're not pulling areas that are going to overlap. Okay. Go to the front view. Straighten these out. Now, as I'm going around, I'm going to be preparing for what's called the laugh line. So the laugh line is the part of the face that kind of contorts when you smile. And it starts at the top of the nose right around here. And it kind of connects to about here. And it goes around to the upper part of the lip. And it continues around the jawline. So as I'm kind of shaping the nose, I'm just going to plan for that piece. This I'm going to eventually connect over here, so I'm just going to be making a spot for it. And I do want to create a split on the nose. So the nose should be mostly straight, or mostly forward on the very front, and then toward the philtrum. So right here, I actually ended up angling this back. Let's pull these forward a little bit more, like that. Pull that one a little bit more forward and down. And as I'm looking, I'm seeing that I let some of the geometry get a little bit messy here. So I'm going to create an edge loop through here to go around so I can get some more curvature off the side of the nose. So let's grab my edge loop tool, mesh tools, insert edge loop. I'm going to put an edge loop right about here. And you see how it's going to cut across and create this split right there. So I can get this vertex. I'm going to kind of pull that out some, and I'm going to pull it forward some. Trying to create that spot for the back of the nose there. Move these in just a little bit. Good enough. And then from here, let's shape the bridge of the nose. So go to the bridge, and you can see some of it doesn't quite line up with the face. Let's pull this one out just a little bit. Grab my edge loop tool. I'm going to make an edge loop right around here, which is good because I need to connect it to there anyway. I'll grab my move tool, I'll pull that back. I'll make another edge right around here, and kind of pull that back, straighten some things up. Now as I'm making this, I'm kind of looking at this piece of geometry. So I know, based on what I made earlier, that I'm going to need to connect here to here. I'm also going to need to connect these two, and I'm going to need to start connecting things around here. So I'm just kind of making cuts about where I remember the old cut going to be. And the more that you do this, the more you'll kind of get a feel for where the cuts belong. Okay? But with that, we're just about done. I'm going to move this. The bridge of the nose is actually quite flat, so I'm going to actually take that point, and this one. I'm going to move them more forward. Okay. Same thing with this one. Good enough. Go ahead and save it here. File, save as. We'll do this as part 7. And in the next tutorial, we're going to look at creating the ear, and then we're going to start connecting this stuff up.